And good afternoon. We're the guys next door. I'm Ron Arenas with my co-host, Pastor John McLean.
Yes, sir.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter indeed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They didn't think that they didn't think he could do it, but he did it again.
That's right. Always thankful.
Yeah.
Always thankful. And today with us is one of our sponsors, Robert Hart from R&R Mini Roll-Offs.
Mm-hmm.
Robert,
you.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, sir?
Good, good. How's the roll-off business in Tucson?
Not bad. Got a
Yeah?
couple out right now. Rented out one this morning, one yesterday, one day before that. So yeah, I got them all out except for one.
Well, very good. That's real good. And tell us a little bit about the roll-offs. Who's your customer that you're looking for?
Anybody really? You know, if you could be a house builder, hoarder, just a yard cleanup, landscaper, roofer. If you need somebody to haul off your debris, if you've got too much to put in a pickup truck, or you don't want to waste your time going to the dump getting flat tires, you can call me and I will come and drop a dumpster off, and you can fill it, pick it back up, and I'll do all the other work.
Well, very good.
Yeah, and I must say, we were talking about it a little bit before we started the show, how, you know, and following you on Facebook, it was kind of fun, because it's a pretty active page, and you kind of keep people up to date on some of the other jobs that you're working on. But two, your actual containers, and kind of just the look of them are kind of neat. You know, it's a little bit different than, you know, the average, you know, the blue or the green, you know, that people are used to seeing out in front of a yard or out on a site. It's
They have those bright colors.
yeah,
that catch
bright
your eyes.
colors, and
Yeah.
it's definitely, you know, a little bit more, almost like a piece of art, almost like out there. So, I certainly suggest to people to go check out R&R Mini Roll-Offs, social media stuff, so you can see some of this stuff, because yeah, maybe a little bit something different to have out in front of your house or out on a job site than you know, that the mundane that you're used to seeing.
Yeah, I got lime green, I got some black ones, and I got some really nice orange.
Mm-hmm.
I love the orange ones.
Mhm.
Those are
Mhm.
my favorite.
So if your wife is after you to
Yeah.
get rid of all that stuff in your garage
Mhm.
and in the backyard and on the side of the yard,
That's
Mhm.
it.
you call R&R Mini Roll-Offs.
Yeah.
And he'll
I
drop
can-
off an empty dumpster, and then he'll come pick up a full one.
That's
Yeah.
right, and I can take care of you doing that.
Yep.
And that's why he gets 20 Christmas cards from wives every single year. Thanking him.
Yes.
So with us also today is our guest, Rob LeMaster. He's director of Make-A-Wish Arizona.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
We're doing
Excellent.
great.
Great, happy to be here.
Very good. We're happy to have you here.
Awesome.
Rob, tell us a little bit about Make-A-Wish.
Sure. Well, everybody's heard of Make-A-Wish, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But one thing, or a couple of things that people don't know about Make-A-Wish is this entire, what I like to call international phenomenon of Make-A-Wish started 44 years ago this next month. We're
Okay.
going into what we call World Wish Month with one little boy in Phoenix, Arizona. So
Oh,
this
okay.
entire international organization, we have 58 U.S. chapters, and we're proud to be the founding chapter of Make-A-Wish.
Mm.
Started with $37.76 and 6 people,
Mm.
and here we are today.
Mhm.
You know, 40 foreign countries just around the world.
Mm.
So, but what I love the best is that in those 44 years, we've done one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is our mission simple? We create life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses,
Mhm.
and that's what we do.
Mm.
And
Wow,
very
really
little
cool.
about what we do has changed other than the cost of wishes
Right.
in 44 years.
Mhm.
Can you give us an example?
Well, actually, even better, tell us about that $37 wish.
Well, that's how much they started the organization with.
Okay.
A little boy named Chris Gracious had leukemia. His mother got to know some, actually a Customs Border Patrol agent, and who was working with Arizona DPS on some things. And Chris wanted to be a police officer.
Mm.
That was his wish. That was his goal.
Mhm.
And his mom reached out and said, you know, Chris isn't going to live to be a police officer.
Mhm.
Because in 1980, his leukemia had maybe a 10% chance
Ooh.
of survival.
Mm.
That same leukemia today is a 85-90% chance
Oh,
of survival.
wow.
So
Yeah.
the only thing I'd also like to say, the only thing that's changed in what Make-A-Wish does
Mm-hmm.
is medical science.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
so that's why we say critical illnesses. But they came together. It wound up being 2 days. Chris got riding a DPS helicopter. He is still today the only honorary Arizona DPS officer. He was buried, had a full police
Wow.
funeral,
Mhm.
and after it was up in Illinois where his family was from, after the guys came back from the funeral, there's 6-7 people sitting around. There were some tears, there were some cocktails, and they said, there's other kids out there, let's go find them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they put $37.76 in the middle of a table and went and opened a bank account, formed a nonprofit, and here we are.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So the power of a small group of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
That's amazing.
That is. So how would a family qualify?
They're referred several ways. The children usually get referred by their medical team. A
Okay.
place like Diamond Children's,
Mm.
Phoenix Children's Hospital, TMC Children's Clinic. They will refer them over to us. They'll
Mm.
go through a qualification process,
Right.
and yes, they meet all the criteria. Critical illness between the ages of 2.5 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
They can complete their wish by their 18th birthday, but they need to be within that range, and
Okay.
then not have had a wish from either another Make-A-Wish chapter or another
Oh, okay.
wish granting organization,
Mhm.
because we think it's your one true wish.
Yeah.
What is your one thing that we can do for you? So then they go into our system, and volunteers sign up, and they go out and they find out what the Wish Kids are thinking their wish might be.
Mm-hmm.
And then those volunteers are paired with a staff person, and 6, 9, 12 months later it happens.
Wow.
Especially with travel,
Mhm.
because if they're well enough to travel, they're well enough to be in school. So the
Okay.
vast majority of our wishes happen
During the summer.
during summer,
Yeah.
during fall break, winter break.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a couple events coming up also.
Yeah,
right?
we do. We're very excited. We're doing a Wish Family, Wish Kid alumni and family event at Fan Appreciation Night at the Tucson Roadrunners on the 20th. It'll be their last home game. We're hoping to really blow it out and we'll have Wish Kids and families and volunteers. We'll be doing the 50-50 raffle. They will be auctioning off a couple of autographed team jerseys that night, and have a fun night down at the Roadrunners. They're awesome people to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following Sunday, or a week after that, on April 28th, we have our third Wishes in the Morning brunch.
Mm.
Very Tucson casual event down at Stillwell House.
okay.
The food, the Flores family, they do, and Gary Hickey, they do some
Nice.
amazing food
Of course, always.
for us out there. And small auction. We might have the founder of the founding mom
Oh.
from Make-A-Wish. She's come the last 2 years.
Okay.
She's in Phoenix, and she always loves to come down and visit us down here in Tucson. So
Mm.
Very
you
cool.
can-
So on the Roadrunners
Yeah.
event, just people walking up and getting tickets at the box office, will every ticket go towards...
There are people.
Okay.
They can reach out to me and look for it. We'll be sending out a special link.
Mm.
$25 ticket. A portion of all those $25 tickets
Okay.
will go to Make-A-Wish,
Okay.
Mhm.
in addition to the 50-50 raffle and the jersey auction.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
And then
Very nice.
is there a website associated with that?
Yeah, it's actually, you can go on to the
Is it arizona.wish.org?
you can go to
/
Arizona.
Roadrunners
Yeah,
dash
that's
night?
exactly. Or
Nice.
you can go to the Roadrunners website themselves and click on the Fan Appreciation Night.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
All
Well,
right.
well, definitely check that out. Say that website again, Ron.
It is. It's a long one. It's
Yeah.
arizona.wish.org / Roadrunners dash night.
Yeah, definitely check it out. We'll be talking more with Rob Lemaster after the break. He's the director of Make-A-Wish Arizona. He's talking about the amazing work that they're doing. We also have Robert Hart with R&R Mini Roll-Offs here in studio with us. Definitely give them a call at 534-8067 if you need a mini roll-off, or go to rnrminiroll-offs.com to check them out. This is The Guys Next Door, brought to you by Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. After we get back from the break, we'll be talking about our April 6th Smoking 101 with The Guys Next Door at Arizona Grill and Hertz. But you guys, this is called a teaser. You hang in right there. Maybe grab yourself some popcorn. That's all you're going to have time for, but we'll be right back.
Welcome back to The Guys Next Door. I'm Ron Arenas with my co-host, Pastor John McLean.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And we're talking about our event coming up. Next Saturday, April 6th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Arizona Grill and Hearth, which is Val Romero's place.
Yeah.
We are having Smoking 101 with The Guys Next Door.
It's exciting, and especially after having, I think we had Val on last week or the week before. Week before last.
Couple weeks ago, yeah.
And you weren't here. You were going covering Arizona out in Vegas, I believe it was.
Yeah, I was doing the Pac-12 tournament.
And he was just talking about kind of just the origin of this class and just kind of your part within it. And like a lot of things, no surprise, you were a pillar of it. You helped kind of create that foundation, and it is what it is today. And it was a really cool story to hear your part within it. So to hear, the culmination of The Guys Next Door hosting this upcoming one, it's special, I imagine, to you as much as it is to them.
It is. It's almost because Mickey and I help with the class every month. It's almost like therapy for us. It really is. I mean, we get in there and we're fellowshipping with each other, spending time with each other, but then we're preparing all those things. We're the sous chefs.
Yeah.
And Val is the king of barbecue.
The executive.
Yep, he's up there.
Executive king of barbecue.
So we're doing our thing, we're checking temperatures, we're checking meats, we're cleaning stuff, washing dishes, but it's like therapy.
And then afterwards you get to break bread with new friends.
With new friends, that's right, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and a lot of times we exchange contacts with each other, and we see people around town that we've been in class with. It's cool. It's a cool event, yeah.
So for people who want to sign up for it, what does that look like?
So they can go to thekingofbbq.com.
Okay.
So www.thekingofbbqs.com.
And then what exactly, from when to when, where's it at, what's the cost, what are we talking about?
So normally it's a $100 cost, but for this event it's $75 if they mention The Guys Next Door in the promo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And get to spend the day with us also.
And the King of BBQ with an S?
With an S, yeah.
.com.
Yep. That's Val's site.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I'm excited. Yeah, it's super cool. One of the probably the many cool food barbecue events that The Guys Next Door will be hosting. So
we have a lot of things planned.
Oh,
so,
I imagine. Yeah.
Some stuff that you don't know about yet.
Yeah, it's usually how it works. Kind of like with our guests every week.
Right.
Yeah.
But going back, Rob, you're from Texas.
Yes,
and
sir.
you like barbecue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what's one of your favorite barbecue places here in Tucson?
Well, it's actually a really new one. The best brisket that I have had in Tucson is from the Bashful Bandit
Okay.
barbecue.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You get there early. The line forms.
Really?
It's that traditional when they're out of food, they're out of food.
Ah, okay.
They're not Rudy's. Rudy's is big enough they can have those smokers going 24/7.
Right.
But Toby Kite over there has a really cool operation going, and he's got, I think, 4 big giant smokers out there, and they're doing as well as they can. But they're generally out of food 2:00, something like that. So
Really?
yeah, 2 or 3.
Wow.
And they've done a really, really neat job. They've preserved the bar area inside,
Okay.
moved a wall to do it, but yeah, really, really good brisket.
Are we talking about the Bandit that was over on Speedway and
Oh yeah,
Alvernot?
the old Bashful Bandit bar.
Yeah. I haven't been over there since. So.
Yeah.
Well, they just redid it. How long do you think they've been open now? Maybe a year? Probably less.
Less than a year.
Less than a year.
Yeah, last fall.
Yeah, okay.
Man,
And
you seem like you know your way around a smoker or a grill. Is that like a Texas thing, or is that just something that's kind of like these guys just have globbed onto?
A
'Cause,
little bit of both.
Yeah.
When I've lived here 32 years, and out of self-defense, I started smoking my own meat because I was picky, and
Yeah.
if you're going to be that picky, you might as well experiment and do it yourself.
Uh-huh.
My wife keeps saying we'll go a place and I think it's really good, and she goes, "Oh, it's not as good as yours."
Mhm.
And I
And
remind
that's the ultimate compliment.
it is. It's a huge compliment, and I also remind her to remember that when I'm spending hours out there and,
Right.
and not trusting my app and going,
Yeah.
and going and
Checking the temperature.
checking the temp myself and things like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely. So what's one of the favorite things that you like to smoke?
Oh, I mean, it's the Texas tradition brisket,
Okay.
Okay.
pulled pork. In the summer you can do a rack of ribs in just a few hours
Yeah.
versus 8 to 10.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Barbecue and smoking meat takes a certain amount of patience
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
and trial and error,
Yeah.
and things like that. And that's where the last time I got a brisket, it had probably so much fat on it, I probably took 2 pounds off the.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
But you
Yeah.
have to cut it down. You don't want to get rid of it, but you want to cut it down to
Yeah.
that part. My go-to if I go to a barbecue place
Mhm.
is brisket, sausage, coleslaw, and if they have it, fried okra. But you can hardly find fried okra anywhere
Yeah.
Yeah.
around here.
Not around too.
Those are the go-tos.
When I
Yeah.
ask this question, don't look at me funny when I tune out because I don't understand possibly some of the stuff you're saying.
Yeah.
But do you have like the secret recipe or the secret process in making your brisket? Because I know being around, like, kind of this food industry lately, I've been hearing all these kind of different like tips and tricks and this oohs and ahs, which I don't completely get, not being a smoker myself. But please let the listeners have the goodies.
There's nothing new.
Okay.
Everything's borrowed. Everything, especially, a piece of meat like a brisket has a certain, I guess, thing's gonna happen.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's the thing called the stall,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna just stop. You
Yeah.
know, it's for a while. It's just gonna stop getting any hotter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
gonna stop
you wrap
cooking.
it.
Yeah.
You wrap it in butcher paper, put it back on. You put the hardest part is you need to let it sit.
Mm.
Yeah. You have to let it rest.
You have to let it rest.
Mhm.
I generally, you've got it in butcher paper. I've got an old ice chest. I'll wrap it in an old towel.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the ice chest for the last time it was 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I-
Because we had people over and it was almost still too hot to touch. After sitting in the butcher paper and the towel and the ice chest for 2.5, 3 hours, and it's you got to be patient.
Would you corroborate that, Ron? Oh yeah.
We were talking earlier before the show in the green room that you have to kind of schedule everything out because everything has different cooking times. So, we have to figure out, what you're cooking, what time everyone's coming over, the resting time for things, and you have to schedule stuff to get put into the smoker
Mm-hmm.
and keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Check temperatures constantly.
Especially if you're doing multiple things.
Yeah.
You've got to do that, and you've got to. The first time you do something, you need to keep a log of what you did right, what you did wrong, what the temperatures are almost every hour.
Yeah.
My age, my memory's not what it needs to be, so I got to go back and.
It's a science.
Yeah. Well, that's what
It is.
that's what it's sounding like. Like it's like a combination. Just in hearing you guys explain and just hearing other people explain, it's like combination of a camp out and a science trip all at the same time.
Yeah.
And that doesn't
briskets are
sound
definitely,
fun to me at all.
Oh yeah, it's a 8 to 10 hour adventure.
Yeah.
At least.
At least,
Wow.
yeah.
At least.
Yeah, I'll start my
Wild.
brisket on Saturday night for Easter Sunday.
How-
Yep.
And that's fun.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
Sleep
predict
is
the
overrated.
brisket. You can't predict the brisket. It has its own idea.
Yeah. It almost has its own temperament.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It just does
that
what it
stall.
wants.
I've had it stall for 3 hours. I've had it stall for 8 hours.
Yeah. Wow.
I've had a long stall.
Yeah. You had a stubborn brisket.
Oh, yeah, it was-
Yeah.
almost 23 hours
Ooh.
on the smoker. That thing just did not want to get past that stall one time.
Wow.
But I've had one cook straight through. Didn't have no stall. It had like 45-minute stall.
Yeah. Just
Mm.
And it went
pretty
right
much
through.
cooked through.
And
Yeah.
I've done
Yeah.
the same thing he's done, Rob has done, where it got done early, so I'll wrap it in 2 towels,
Mm-hmm.
put it in my ice chest, shut that thing, and don't open it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Let it
Don't-
rest
don't
for-
touch
5,
it.
6 hours later, you open up, it's still nice, touch, right temperature, warm,
Mm-hmm.
slice. Sometimes it crumbles apart a little bit, just depends on, but you can't predict the brisket,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I'll do-
hard. So what's your favorite thing to smoke, Robert?
I like it all. Brisket is another one of my favorites. But I've learned so much with Val and you over at the Smoking 101.
Uh-huh.
I do a lot of ribs, tri-tip.
Yeah.
The peppers and potatoes are awesome.
Mm.
Right.
I do the smoked cheese once in a while.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people like that. But yeah, I like to do brisket. It gives me a challenge.
Yeah.
It keeps me going, keeps my fingers going, and I'm always staying busy trying to keep that thing
Right.
watching it.
Mm.
It's a babysitter.
Yeah. Yeah. If
Mm.
you want something pretty quick, the tri-tip is
Yeah.
Yes.
a pretty quick smoke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that a
Interesting.
good rare to medium. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
really
You can't
good.
overcook a tri-tip, or it's a tough piece of meat if you
Yes.
overcook it.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Get up early, get them in there.
Yeah.
Don't heat up the oven, or the oven inside is used for everything else.
That's
And then-
right.
and
Yeah.
then- yeah.
Yeah. I got 2 smokers, so yeah. I keep it going.
Man, I look forward to learning a lot, and I mean, and this is kind of the same to an invitation to those out there listening that feel like the same like me. You feel you've tuned out about 30 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago because you really couldn't understand the language. Come to the Smoking 101
Yeah,
class.
that's
I mean,
right.
learn about this stuff. Learn kind of what some of this equipment is, what some of these different tips, as they speak of, are, and some of these different cooking techniques. Because maybe like myself, maybe you'll find that you actually like it, and you don't think you like it just because you don't know.
That's true.
So-
Even if you don't have a smoker, or even if you think that you don't like smoked meat,
Mhm.
come try it,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
maybe you had the wrong smoked meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've had the
maybe
wrong experience.
You had the wrong experience. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly. So
And everybody has their own style.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you find your own. You find your own level.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the beauty about Val over there. You get to try a lot of different meats, a
Yeah.
lot of people's different seasonings, how they do it, and you never know what you're going to come across.
Yeah. There's times when you like someone else's seasoning better than your own.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's happened many times.
Mm.
Just like the pork loins, where he does the just the regular one, and then he does it in the bath of
Yeah. Where he brines it.
Brian's. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, we are winding down here. We are the guys next door. We want to thank our sponsors, R&R Mini Roll-Offs and Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Just want to say that every day is a new opportunity and a blessing. Make the most out of every day. Join us next week for the guys next door.
I'm Pastor John McClain,
And I'm Ron Arenas.
the coolest guy in Tucson.
Yes, he is.